This is the future. Evolution.
What if the web would conjure up exactly the information you needed in exactly the format you wanted before you knew enough to ask for it? Hello, this is Shlok and today I am going to be saying you about the next step in the evolution of internet, which is web 3.0. So let's start with the video. Before knowing about what is web 3.0, we should know what is web 1.0 and what is web 2.0. Starting off with web 1.0. The first generation, referred to as web 1, was invented in 1989 by Tim Berners-Lee, a British computer scientist who applied the hypertext context for linking digital text proposed in the 1963 by Ted Nelson, an American information technology pioneer. Besides the programming, the first browser, Berners-Lee wrote the hypertext markup language, which is known as the HTML, which tells us browsers how to display content, as well as the HTTP specifying how web servers transfer files to browsers. He also started designing software for a semantic web that would link data across web pages, but hardware constraints prevented its implementation. The public was not much aware of the web until 1993 with the release of the Mosaic, the first popular browser later named as the Netscape Navigator. Similarly, user-friendly graphical browsers followed, including Microsoft Internet Explorer and much later Apple Safari. The first popular search engines familiar names like Yahoo, Search, Lycos, and Alta Vista arrived on the scene, but by 2004, Google had put many of them out of the businesses. Now let's know about what is Web 2.0. Around the turn of the millennium, experts began promoting the idea of an upgraded web that would be more interactive, calling it the Web 2.0. They started referring to the existing web of the basic connectivity to mostly static websites as Web 1.0. Berners-Lee fleshed out of his semantic web concept by co-authoring an article in the Scientific American. Publisher Tim O'Reilly helped promote Web 2.0 by starting a conference dedicated to it. The dream of an interactive web came to fruition several years later with the skyrocketing popularity of social networks like Facebook. The World Wide Web Consortium, the web standards body, released a semantic web standard. Around the same time, two essential Web 3.0 technologies were born: cryptocurrency and blockchain. Prominent journalists and technologists, including Gavin Wood, co founder of Ethereum, a prominent blockchain platform, began to popularize the terms of Web 3.0 and Web 3 to signify a decentralized, semantically aware version of the web. Now, coming to the main topic, let's know about what is Web 3.0. Web 3.0 describes the next evolution of the WWW, also known as the World Wide Web, the user interference that provides access to documents, applications, and multimedia on the internet. Web 3.0 is still being developed, so there isn't universally accepted definition. Even the proper spelling isn't nailed down, with analyst firms like Forrester, Gartner, and IDC toggling between Web 3 and Web 3.0. What is clear though is that Web 3.0 will place a strong emphasis on decentralized applications and probably make extensive use of blockchain based technologies. It will also use machine learning and AI to empower a more intelligent and adaptive web. Now let's know about the key features of the Web 3.0. Several key Web 3.0 features define what is the third generation of the web will likely be all about. First is the decentralized. Unlike the first two generations of the web, where the governance and applications were largely centralized, Web 3.0 will deliver applications and services through a distributed approach that doesn't depend on a central authority. Second is going to be the blockchain based. Blockchain decentralization is the enabler of the Web 3.0's distributed applications and services. With blockchain, data is managed and validated on a broadly distributed peer-to-peer network. Blockchain also employs a theoretically immutable ledger of transactions and activity, which helps to verify authenticity and build trust among blockchain participants. Next is that it is cryptocurrency enabled. Cryptocurrency is a key feature of Web 3.0 that is accepted to largely replace the fiat currency issued by the government general banks. Semantically organized. The idea behind the semantic web is to categorize and store information in a way that helps teach an AI based system what data means. Websites will be able to understand the words in search queries the same way a human would, enabling them to generate and share a better content. Autonomous and artificially intelligent. More overall automation is a critical feature of Web 3.0, and it will be largely be powered by AI. Websites equipped with AI will filter through and provide the data individual users need. What are the potential benefits of Web 3.0? Web 3.0 advantages and disadvantages are hard to state confidently because most of the Web 3.0 components are new or still being drawn on the board. All of them hyped by partisans who tend to leave out the downsides. Nevertheless, here are some of the benefits you can expect from a decentralized web governed by its users. First is its control and privacy. Users will grab back the control of their online identity and data from central providers. Next is that its transparency. Web 3.0 will enable better visibility into transactions and decisions. Next is its resilience. Applications delivered on decentralized networks are less vulnerable to single points of failure. Predictive intelligence and personalization. AL and ML enabled prediction and personalization will make the web more responsive to users. Next is its decentralized finance. This will provide the ability to conduct transactions, including buying and selling products and services, as well as securing loans without needing approval from intermediaries. Next, what are the potential challenges of Web 3.0? Web 3.0 has serious potential drawbacks that enterprise leaders that need to know about. They include the following. First is the complexity. Decentralized networks and smart contracts pose significant learning curves and management challenges for IT, not to mention everyday web users. Security. The complexity of these foundational technologies makes Web 3.0 security a real challenge. Smart contracts have been hacked, and security incidents on blockchains and cryptocurrency exchanges make a national news. Regulatory concerns. The lack of a central authority means the regulatory and compliance regimes that help keep online commerce and other web activities safe for users are ineffective or non existent. Next is the technical requirements. Blockchains and DA apps are often resource and intensive and require expensive hardware upgrades, in addition to the environmental and monetary costs of their energy use. Next, now as the Web 3.0 is a blockchain based network, so I am going to be explaining you about the blockchain in the next video. So please wait patiently. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video. Thank you.